thank you so much for joining us. We have Rick here, and he's going to talk a little bit about his pieces and where he's showing his artwork today.
Hi there. Today, well, I'm at a Vintage Vixen, which I chose personally because when I walked in, I just thought it could match some of my pieces perfectly, which I think it does. It's up for you to decide and for your own selves. But and this is my latest original pen work. These are just some prints I've done. I've shown a little bit. Some people have seen, but I have hundreds of ways to make them look when I'm ready and the people are, which I think they are. But anyways, then I have some of my oil paintings on glass, which is kind of like a dream state. One day I went and I bought a frame. I was like, well, it seems a little bit cheaper to just paint on and put it back, so it kind of stuck. So now I have pieces on glass, some pen work. This is on panel board, one of my first ones, but still one of my most connected, I guess. I wouldn't say that to all of them, but it's just a variety of the different things I do in a perfect place that I think that I could have represent them. I have other things. I have some walking sticks, some wood carvings I haven't really got a chance to show the world over there as well, so just looking forward to see some response to this stuff and looking forward to show some other things that I have in some other places later on. But either way, I appreciate the chance regardless.
Is there any specific places people can find you online? Like, are you on social media? Do you have a website?
I do have a art page that's called Art as Life Allows It. That's how I can put some of the stuff that I do, and also Instagram, just my name, Rick Hanscom, and that is also a mix of music and some different things that I do, but primarily art at the moment. But that'd be a great way to get there. All I need now is just the response that people have shown me in the world. They just need to show the world that I can get that response, so anything would help.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for being a part of the Art Walk.
Hey, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks. Hi guys, we are now at our next stop on the First Friday Art Walk. I'm here with Ziva, and they are going to talk a little bit about some of the pieces they have in front of Dream and Gold Charm Bar.
Hi, I'm Ziva. A lot of my pieces are emotionally driven, and I like to create art that speaks to everyone in a different way. This one, for example, is one of my favorites. I used real pressed flowers for that.
Oh, beautiful.
That one, I feel like it describes, it can describe a lot of people, and a lot of people have seen it and resonated with it. And then this one is my other favorite. It's just Born to Be Me, and I have a lot of different representation on here, and I thought like the diamond reflective pieces would be really nice because then people kind of see like a reflection of who they are, and that's exactly who you're supposed to be. Yeah,
absolutely.
I like to incorporate a bunch of different media. I don't want to be kind of like restrained to one. Oh, love that. Yeah, so just a bunch of different little accoutrement over here.
Yeah.
A bunch of different bracelets to represent different people and different styles.
Thank you so much for joining us for the First Friday Art Walk. Do you have any social media or any websites or
I do. I have Instagram, which is just ZivaNixArt.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and I just made that my business page, so.
Wonderful, we love it. Easy way to find you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hi everybody, thank you again for joining us. We're here at the next stop, right next to Ziva with Oxy Art. They're going to talk about some of the pieces they have on display with us.
Hi, I'm Oxy Art. I mostly do acrylic paintings. I have a motif for eyes and landscapes a lot. This one I enjoy a lot. It was inspired by the movie Iron Lung by Markiplier, and
very nice.
I just made kind of a reddish kind of cavern piece. And then another one I really like is this small one. It's kind of a raven death god. I just started with a bunch of colors right in the middle, and I just painted a little head and just went on from there.
How fascinating. So your process kind of just started with like a basic shape or idea, and then it just kind of like gets bigger as it follows. Is that pretty consistent with most of your work?
Yeah, I would say I have like a rough idea whenever I create, and I don't know where it's gonna go most of the time, but I do a lot of abstract too.
Yeah.
So that's just what I go from.
That's awesome. It's all about the vibes. I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of the First Friday Art Walk.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are at our next stop, also outside of Dream and Gold Charm Bar. We are here with Mary, who's going to talk about some of her paintings and her artwork.
I've got a lot of like a Bitty Boo, fashion, sun, summertime, lighthouses, a beautiful fan. I love Asian fans. I have Asian dolls at home that I collect. And a mask. It's not dark art. It's supposed to represent balls they had in the 1800s, the mask balls that the women and the men used to go to. And they all dressed up in beautiful dresses and everything.
Wonderful. Well, we really appreciate you being a part of the art walk with us, and hope to see you sometime next year.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get back into it again.
We love having you. We're at the next stop of the Bangor First Friday Art Walk, and we're here at the Rocket Art Shop with Jeff Woolstrom, who's going to talk about some of his pieces today.
I'm really thrilled to be back here. I was here in 2019, and at that time was showing not only prints like this print here, but also watercolor collage, and so what you're seeing is aren't paintings, but are assembled pieces of watercolor, and which are torn or cut into the pictures that are primarily scenes of Maine.
How did you come upon this process of using watercolor and collage as like a singular medium?
Yeah, part of it was that watercolor for me was a very challenging medium, and I would get very frustrated with it. And one time I was just sort of tearing one of my pieces up, and I looked at it and started playing with it in pieces and thought, well, this is interesting, and then started exploring it. So it's, I think it's a pretty unique style.
No, it absolutely is. It's very fascinating to take more of like a traditional form and kind of meld it into something more contemporary. I think it's very fascinating.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining us and being here for the First Friday Art Walks.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. So we're at our next stop here on the Bangor First Friday Art Walk. We are at Emporium Spooky Goods at their new location in downtown. I am here with Adam, otherwise known as Portable Smoke Art, and he's going to talk a little bit about some of the works he has on display here.
I've just been painting for a number of years. I just try to do whatever comes to mind. I also do I've been getting more into commissions, so I got these little pet portraits here that I've been trying to do more for people.
That's awesome.
Then I have this one of my own dog, which is probably like, well, it's my girlfriend's dog. It's Peanut. So that's her side eye right there. Then I do just, I don't know, I have a number of surrealist sort of inspiration. I like to sort of go in with not that much of a plan, although I've gotten a little more meticulous over the years.
Yeah.
Like this one took me over a year. That one's kind of older. This is my most recent finish. It's called Bobby Remained Unscathed. It's got Bobby from King of the Hill in there, trying to meditate to ignore a nuclear explosion. And it's how I feel in this heat wave right now.
That's very valid. I think we all feel like the world is ending with how hot it is outside. No, that's wonderful. I think your surrealist inspiration is very evident throughout all of these pieces, and I think it's really fascinating because you're taking like a contemporary spin on surrealism and adding like, you know, pop culture references and also other parts, and I think it makes your work very like approachable, which I think is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to give a good balance. Like I don't want to like scare the crap out of people.
Sure.
But I do kind of like want to do an eerie sort of feeling, but like balance it out with like a little bit of beauty too.
Yeah, kind of like push the boundaries a little bit. I think that this is the time and the place, I think, to do that. Thank you so much for being a part of the First Friday Art Walk. And
thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Everybody, we're at our next stop here during the Bangor First Friday Art Walks at the Rabbit Bazaar, and I'm here with Brian, who's going to talk about the work he has installed here today.
Hey guys, today I have my Bear USA Viewmasters. These are photographs from my project Bear USA, where I explored natural beauty and contrast with man-made decay by photographing nude models in abandoned locations in all 50 US states.
Oh.
I've put the images on these different Viewmasters, and what's really cool about the Viewmasters is they really bring you into the photo and eliminate all distractions. I often like to take old technology and repurpose it for the arts, and this is something that's really been overlooked. They're usually people make these reels now, but they market them for weddings and birthdays and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a fantastic application for fine art.
No, I agree. It's a mobile form of fine art as well, because you can literally take and install these anywhere, which I think is really interesting as well, because instead of having something be attached to a wall where it's stable and kind of permanently there, you can take this and just go anywhere with it. And who knows what kind of different experiences that would generate too, when you're seeing what you're seeing there, but then contrasted with wherever you are uniquely could be really interesting.
Yeah. And then we often get the excuse of, I would get that, but I don't have enough wall space. Well,
Oh, all the time. Well, you don't need wall space.
yeah.
All right, guys, we're here at our last stop at Dream in Gold here with Robert, and he's going to talk about some of the artwork he has on display. But first, I have a question for him. After looking at a lot of his pieces, I see that he uses existing material as a way to make the base or the canvas for his work. I'd like to know more about your process and your decision to do that.
For which piece?
Specifically, this one.
Well, he's from California, he's repping West Coast, so I have to use the LA maps.
Absolutely.
So that's what I would do.
That makes sense. And then I
So-
want to pan over to the
Roger
Rabbit and
Well,
Jessica
I'm a big
Rabbit.
fan of Diet Coke.
Okay.
So I started with the background, and then I'm like, what can I do with it?
Okay.
And then I build from there.
So would you
So
say some
each-
of the colors maybe is what you pulled from?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, yeah.
Okay, very interesting. So we have Diet Coke, maps of LA. Tell me about my girl with the gun over there.
Well, I was working in the kitchen,
Okay.
so I had those boxes.
Okay.
And then I just collected them because I wanted to do something with her.
Okay. So would you say then that like a work starts from the found or upcycled kind of esque material that you have, and then you build the ideas off
Yes
of that?
and
Okay, explain.
Well, like that one, the Betty Boop one, I had her as the vision first. I wanted to do Betty Boop as Salt Girl
Okay.
because I wanted to do a kitchen theme. So then I added packages from the kitchen randomly, what I had.
That makes sense.
So
Okay.
it goes both ways.
Yeah, I see that. It's kind of like an interchangeable type of process. Okay, very cool.
Like the COVID is, they're all backed. The backing is warning signs from COVID.
I think it's a really interesting process because you see so much today about all this upcycling, use what already exists and that kind of stuff, but then you don't want to get bogged down by what that material itself represents. You want to kind of like twist it and kind of manipulate it a little bit. And I think that's really interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us for the First Friday Art Walk.
Thank you.
Yeah.